Thanks for joining me. Saturday the 28th of September 2024. It finished at Molineux, Wolves 1, Liverpool 2. If I was being a glass empty kind of person, I'd say, well, it's another defeat. 6 games played, 5 defeats, and we're rock bottom, and the teams around us are starting to pick up points. We lost at home to Liverpool, and did we ever really give them a test? Well, be that as it may, there's a lot of positive to take out of it, because in the first half hour we had a fair amount of possession and we looked quite decent, and Liverpool penned us back a bit after that, but we stood up to their pressure and we held firm until injury time in the first half. But it was a bit disappointing because Jota on the wing, he skinned our defender and he got the cross in. But it's why was it that the defender at right back was our centre forward, Strand Larsen? It's a bit unfair to him. But in the first half, the stats were hang on, let's have a look. The stats were 55% to Liverpool to 45% to us. 5 shots on target to them. 5 shots, sorry. 3 on target for them. 3 shots for us. 2 on target. And shots blocked, 1 for them, 0 for us. Let's have a look. So that's the first half. Goalkeepers made 2 saves each. Aerial duels, 6 apiece. We won 6 fouls, they won 4. They had 6 corners, we had none. And it's encouraging that the defence were a bit better standing up to set pieces, because we'd conceded the second most goals after Southampton to set pieces. And Van Dijk, I think he's been one of the most dangerous players at set pieces in the Premier, so at least we stood up to that. But their goal, I heard some people murmuring that the keeper should have done better, but I don't know. It was at point blank range. Konate, he rose above, was it Bueno and Totti, and he planted it firmly in. Our keeper, yeah, he did get a hand to it, but I don't know if I'd blame him, because a couple of minutes earlier he made a great save. Their defence, was it Robertson, carved us open, put in a cross to Szoboszlai, and he was about to tap it in, and Johnson made a point blank save. I'm not sure how much he knew about it. Hit his leg, but yeah, we played very. Yeah, it was fairly competitive in the first half. It was back to 4-4-2. Totti and Bueno in the middle of defence, because well, we know last week Mosquera is injured, out for the season, and we lost Dawson to the virus that's going around our team. Our first shot was Bellegarde. It was a weak effort. He did all he could, but overall, I'd say our man of the match was our captain, Mario Lemina. And you could see how much it meant to him. He gave 100%, because when the final whistle went, he was inconsolable. He was in tears, totally inconsolable, and that shows his commitment. And he's a good example to the rest of us. And was it me, or did you all feel the same, that every time that our goalie Sam Johnson had the ball at his feet, you started having kittens? His distribution was absolutely terrible, and you thought, oh, please keep it away from this guy's feet. And there was one chance as well in the second half where Lemina, where we tried to play it out, overplaying it from the back. Lemina, he presented a open goal to Salah. Thankfully, his first time effort, he put that open goal wide. But in the second half, I got the stats here as well. Let's have a look what they are. In the second half, well, for the overall game, the stats were, what was it, 56% to Liverpool to 44% to us. 10 shots to them to 7 to us. 6 on target to them, 3 on target to us. Touches in the opposition box, 38 to them, 18 to us. Passes in the final third, 139 for them, 93 for us. But it was a bit frustrating as well, because when we were behind at the end and we were 2-1 down, when we should have been getting the ball forward, we just, I don't know if it was we just didn't have the ability, but we couldn't really challenge them, and they kept us at arm's length pretty comfortably. But and it's not going to get any easier, because the next game is well, it's Brentford away next Saturday. That's tough, because when we're playing these top teams, it's a tough start. That means when we play the teams that are not usually in the top 6, it's going to be even more pressure on us to get points. But it's Brentford away next, and then we got Man City at home. But having said that, we did beat them at home last season. But yeah, it was we tried our best. But again, a question I ask is, why did you do it, Semedo? He gave away a needless penalty, and it was a penalty, because if it happened against us, we'd be demanding a penalty. But our goal, it was our captain. He picked up the ball, he burst through, he just took the ball, took the game by the scruff of the neck, burst through, passed the ball through to Cunha, and who passed it to Strand Larsen. He looked like his chance had gone, but it was almost identical position to the away game at Brighton in the Carabao Cup, how they fluffed it in their defence. So he nipped in, passed the ball back to Carlos Forbes, who looked very lively when he came on, and Ait-Nouri nipped in when Konate dithered, and well done to Ait-Nouri to taking the chance. Carlos Forbes looked lively when he came on. He had a possible goal-scoring effort blocked by a last-ditch tackle by Konate, and but he was going forward, and he did kind of like squander a couple of good positions, good moments in attack, but he gave it 100%, and he did look likely when he came on. But yeah, 4-4-2. Do we switch to 5-3-2, or do we persist in this system? Because we didn't look any worse than when we played with a 5-3-2. And but you've got to take into consideration who you're playing against. We played against Liverpool, who are now top, but we were at home. But again, it's a chance to get something next week away at Brentford. Hopefully there's no new injuries, and hopefully Dawson will be back available for selection. My man of the match, if it's not João Gomez, because he gave it 100%, then it's our captain Lamina. He gave 100%. He started the move which led to the goal, and at the end, you know, he was just inconsolable with tears. It shows his passion for the team and his desire to win. So let me have your thoughts. Let me know what you think. But up the walls. Thanks.